All right, let's get moving. All right, so today we have our ball and our light weights. Give Eileen a break from hearing my mouth. So put weights in your hands, and then start with a step touch to the side. You got it, side to side. Belly in and up. Watch your posture. That's right. Turn the palms forward, and we're gonna sweep. Eyes, thighs, eyes, thighs. Inhale to exhale. Lift and lower, up and down. Bam. Let's squat with this. Pull it back. Reach, pull it back. So my elbows are staying in one position as I go up and I go down. 4, 3, 2. Now it's going to go pulse. 2, 3. Pull it back. I hold those arms still and I pull through. Sit back on those heels. I don't want to see those knees going way over that mat. Sit back. 2, 3. Pull. Back. 2, 3. Pull. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. Pull. Take it to a wide stance. Rest the weights in those pockets. Don't lock those knees. Squeeze the inner thighs, the glutes, and the belly. Inhale down, exhale up. Let those weights hang down. And we go 8 here. 7. Knees are tracking over your toes. Balancing that dinner plate on top of that head. 3, 2. Hold here. We're going to do a row, upright row. Zip up the center. Elbows slightly higher than the wrists. Tuck that booty. Draw that navel in. You got it. Now I'm going to lunge to one side only. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. 2 more. And then the other side, arms didn't change. You're still rowing. 7, 6, 5. Exhale up, inhale down. 2 more. Rest those weights in that pocket and pulse it through. You got it. 2 heels are pressing through that floor. Now lift one heel. Pulse 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Switch the heel out. 8 here. On pulsing, have those arms ready. Back to their heel. And switch. I'm in sets of 4. 1, 2, 3. Sets of 2. You got it. Now single. Now with my single here, open, close, open, close. My upper arm is glued to my side. And I'm moving. I'm not just lifting that heel. I'm pulsing that plie. That's it. 8 more. I go 8, 7, 6. No leaning. 5. Here's a 4. 3. 2 more. Knuckle to knuckle. And we're going to lunge side to side. So my elbows are in a straight line and I'm chest height. I'm going to add a small rotation. It's tiny. Wake up that spine. You got it. 8, 7, 6, 5. 4 more here. 3, 2 more. Freeze. Turn over that bent leg. Zip up that spine. Shoulders back. Weights hang low. And that's lunge. Down and up. So your back heel should be raised. And knees facing forward. 3 more here. 2 more. Now hold it down. Front raise. Front and down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Right to the front. No flinging. Bam. 2 more. Now hold it up. Pull those elbows back and forward. Back. Forward. Pull them back. It's a reverse fly. Pull it back. Pull. Squeeze those blades. pull. Now shift the weight more to that front foot. And as I pull, I'm going to lift my back leg. I lift and I pull. Here's 4, 3, 2, take it back to a lunge. I'm going to lunge. I'm going to pull as I come up. I lunge. I pull as I come up. I lunge. I pull as I come up. 4, 3, 2, tempo. Down, pull, inhale, exhale. 6, 5, let's go. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Pulse your lunge. Back to where we started. Yes. Now turn to face me, and both weights are punching down. You got it. 4, 3. Now we're going to go to the other side. Turn. Palms are turned in. Zip up that spine. Front knee is over the ankle. Tail is tucked. Belly is pulling in and up. And now we lunge. Take it down and up. Don't forget, we're balancing that dinner plate on top of that head. You got it. 4 more here. Then we'll add those arms to that front raise again. Are we ready? Here we go. Shh. Shh. Make sure you're breathing. Back heel is raised. A little bit of a balance challenge. Now freeze. Reverse fly. Pull it back. Pull it back. Pull it back. Now we did a couple different variations here. The arms stayed the same. We added more of those legs. I'm going to push off. And I lift as I pull. Whoop. So you're really going to wrap that standing leg. Fire those muscles. Now, I'm going to lunge back, come up, and squeeze. I lunged, I pulled. Down, pull. We're going to pick up that pace. 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, pull, inhale, exhale. Squeeze those blades. Upper back. 3 more. I feel these 2. Weights hang down, and we pulse that lunge. It's like, yes, we like these pulsing lunges now. Face forward. 2 weights down. Check in with that body. We should feel a little bit warmer. The breathing should have changed. Turn those palms in, please. You got it. Now we're going to lock the legs still. Side raise, go. That's it. So, let's talk about form. Form is everything. First of all, we only go parallel to the floor. And it's like, I like to say, you're pouring coffee. We pour. We pour. Now, there's no flinging. There's endpoints in both directions. I'm going to come in a little bit deeper. You got it. Now, last time we did an alternating heel, we were pulsing plies with it. I'm not going to move my knees. I'm just going to alternate a heel raise. 4, 3, 2, 1. Heel. Other heel. Shh, don't forget about the breathing. You got it. Out. So we're sculpting those shoulders. This move here is for the side of that shoulder. I like to work shoulders, especially when you wear a tank top, right? Those shoulders need to look good. 3, 2, let's do 1 more set. See if you can do 2 heels. Now, if that's not for you, you don't do it, right? Don't forget to breathe. And 3, hello, shoulders. 2, and 1, rest them on the thigh and pulse it out. All right. So our first focus today is our upper body. Half of the class is going to be upper body. Half the class is lower body. So you really feel like you've evenly worked upper and lower. Anytime you need to do something without weights, that's fine, just drop them. 8 more here, 8, 7, 6, 5. Now I'm going to slightly bring my stance in a little bit. I'm going to go toe, heel, toe, let the weights hang, and now I'm ready for a squat. Now squats are done incorrectly. They get a bad rap that says, that hurts my knees, People say it hurts their back. They may not be doing it right. So you need to take your butt back behind you, drive through your heels, and always keep that chest lifted. Otherwise, we strain the lower back. Right. Add a hammer curl. So I want you squeezing the upper arm. There's a tennis ball right in front of that elbow, and we're squeezing it. I'm going to add on. When I come up, I'm going to draw a knee up. Inhale, exhale. So maybe that's too much of a balance challenge. If that is, maybe just lift a heel or tap a toe forward, right? Or nothing at all. None of the above. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Let's freeze. Up and down. You have to think taller is better. Strong core, strong leg, strong glute. Now the leg that's up, I'm going to take it out to a wide squat, and then back in. Good. 4 more. Now, my next set, I squat out, I lift that knee. 8, 7, 6. You got it. Both knees are bending. Don't take it to a lunge. Can you hold that balance again? Push the arms behind you. Open the chest. Again, I'm squeezing my back muscles, my rear delt, and my triceps. If you'd like, you could add a little knee up. Whoop, whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me 8 more here. Here's 8. That standing leg can't be bent. It's got to be straight. Woo! Squat. Let them hang. Weights just hang. Down. Up. So now you have a preview of what we're doing on the other side. I knew that'd make you laugh and smile like, yeah, let's do it. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Now you know that leg we were just balancing with, the knee that was up? We're going to start alternating with that knee first, okay? So that knee's going to lift, then the opposite knee. Lift. Drive through that heel. Lift. Now make sure those weights aren't too heavy. I recommend nothing heavier than a 3-pound weight. Are you ready? Hold that balance. Keep the arms going. 1. Woo! 2. Do you notice one side sometimes harder? Yeah. Squeeze. Squeeze. Are you ready? Step out, wide squat. And it's okay if on this side our arms are going down at a different time and up. We're still doing that curl. I love it. Knee up on this set if you want. You don't have to. 4, 3, 2, balance. Good. Take those arms down, palms face behind you. Give a little pulse. Find your focal point in front of you. It helps with balance. Oh, yes, it does. Now, if you want, in 3 and 2, add the lift. 1. Lock your standing leg. Squeeze your back muscles, rear delt, triceps. That's everything in the back of that body. Let's go. 4, 3, step, touch, out. Whew. All right. That was pretty good. I want to go back to shoulders because I love to work shoulders. Yes. But it's not about me. I'm looking out for you guys. Give me 8 more here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hold center. Now in slow motion, I'm going to punch down and then punch up. Here's my shoulder right there. Bicep, shoulder. Yep. Push. I'm going to take my legs a little wider because I would like to do this same thing facing the other side. So I'm going to turn And same thing with my arms, but now I'm in a lunge. Down, curl, push. Now we would definitely pick up that pace. Not yet. So I'm going to go back now to facing forward. Same thing. I'm just facing forward. Where do you think I'm going next? Other direction. Now, make sure you don't lean back when you push those weights up. Are you ready? Other side. Down, curl, push. Down, curl. Now I'm seeing some people going forward with their torso and they're going down. Stay upright. Now, face me. Pick it up. Down and up. 3, 2. Are you ready? Turn. 4, 3, 2. Back to me. For 4, 2. Other side. 4, 3, 2. Back to me. One more set around. 3. Inner thighs are working too, right? Turn. 4, 3, 2. That breathing should be changing. Forward. So faster move with the weight makes it a little bit more cardiovascular. Turn. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Back to me. Finish it. 4 more here. We'll transition to the next exercise. 2. Now hold it up. Turn the palms forward. Bend the knees, bend the elbows. Right here. Shoulders melted. Little tiny presses. Now, just because my thighs aren't squeezing together, it doesn't mean my inner thighs aren't activated. They are. They are squeezing like there's a big ball. Big beach ball. Come on. If it gets too much, get rid of those weights. Press, 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 press. So sometimes these 3-pound weights start to feel like 5s. And all of a sudden, like, wait a minute, I think I have an 8-pound in my hand. Just check it out. No, they're still the same. 8, 7. Now watch. I'm going to start to bring it in here. And then I'm going to bring it back out for 4, 3, 2, 1. I take it in. 2, 3, 4. I take it apart. 2. So I'm trying to always come back to parallel with my elbows. I'm not dropping down like this. I'm going to try and maintain parallel to the floor. You got it. Pulse, 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 pulse. Now I'm going to stay in and pulse here. So now not only am I hitting the shoulders, the front of the shoulders, I'm also hitting my pecs. My elbows are close. Weights are together. I'm not leaning back. I'm going to bend those knees a little bit more. Little movement, but very much power generated here. Let's go. Burn it out. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Let's take it to a lunge, side to side. Rest those weights back on those thighs. If you need it, grab a drink. I always encourage you guys to drink water throughout class. Don't always wait for me to cue it. How we doing? Take those arms behind you. All right, so I'm going to turn this way so you can see. All right, so I'm just going to do these little in and outs. So I'm not leaning back. I'm pulling that navel in and up. I'm opening that chest. Bam, 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 bam. Nice and tall we are. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I'm going to hold center and double time. My arms are like beams of steel. They're not like loosey-goosey. I'm firing muscles here. I'm opening my chest, opening the shoulders, strengthening the back of the body. Little move again, but a lot of work. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pause your plie. You got it. All right, so from this wide stance, I'll turn back to face you guys. I want you to come in, okay? And we're going to take this leg behind in a little curtsy squat, okay? I'm going to hold my weights right here for now. Square off your hips, under your shoulders. Got it? We're going to stay still and just bend and extend. You got it. The taller my spine, the easier on my lower back. That's it. Now I'm going to add on. You don't have to add on. You can stay right like this. I'm going to tap that toe out. As I tap it out, I'm going to go back to my pressing up. You got it. Bend. Inhale. Exhale. Give me 8 more, please. 8 more. Down. Push. Come on, push up the sky. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold this one out. Pull it. Pull it. That's it. Pull it. Pull it. How are we doing? Squeeze. Now it's controlled. It's controlled. Do you feel a lot of weight on your standing hip? Lift up that spine taller. You got it. I go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulse the squat. Weights hang. Whoo! That was fun. Drive through those heels, please. Love it. I know you do too. Drive through those heels. Drive through those heels. Give me 8 more. We're going to do a curtsy squat with the other leg. That's this one here, right? Okay, let's set it up. Take it behind. Make sure your hips are squared. Elbows rest right here on that rib cage. We stay in place. We come down and lengthen. So the more I bend, the more my quad has to work and my glutes. Watch that doesn't bother that knee, okay? Now if you want, you can tap out. If that's going well, add those arms pushing up. Inhale, exhale, down, push, down, push. Watch that hip, so I don't want to see this, right? Try to keep them pointing forward. 4 more, please. 4, 3, 2. Now hold it there. I lift that leg and I row down. So I'm squeezing that side of my back. I'm working my outer thigh, my oblique, glute. You got it. Pull, pull, pull. Time check. All right. I can't wait to really focus on the lower body. I mean, we've done a lower body already, haven't we? Yeah. Well, just wait till the lower body segment and abs. I'm excited. I hope class is going by fast for you. That means you're having a good time. 4, 3, 2, and we're going to squat it down. Here we go. Yes. Love it. So we're going to stay here while we talk about our next series. So it's going to involve curtsy squats, and it's going to involve a regular squat. Make sure you don't cheat. When we come back from that curtsy squat, and we're doing a quick squat in the center before we change sides, make sure you're squatting. Makes sense? We'll add the arms next. Let's do the leg first. So this leg here is going to curtsy. I'm going to come up and squat. Other leg. So we call this traveling curtsies. Squat. Here. So right here is where I don't want you to miss when we pick up our tempo. Okay? Now you're more than welcome to stay with this tempo. Down. Squat. All right, are you ready? Here we go. I'm going to hold my weights here. You got it. Down, out, down, out. See right there, we don't want to miss that bending squat. Don't cheat. You got it. Down, and down, and down. I love these. I know you do too. Now when I curtsy, I'm going to punch it out. Punch it out. So if it's my left leg, it's my left arm. Press. Use that serratus anterior muscle to help support that shoulder girdle. Come on. What are you waiting for? Get a sweat on. Yes? Can you give me one more set? Of course you can. Punch it out. 7, 6, 5, 4. I'm working. How about you? Yeah? Last one. Woo! Shake it out. I love it. Okay. So we've done some rear leg kicks, side leg kicks. Before I take it down for more work, we're going to do the front. Okay. Keep it moving. Hydrate up. Woo! So we're going to start with our feet in a squat position. And my arms will start here. I'm going to soften both knees. I'm going to extend this leg out and my knees slightly turned out. Got it? Okay. This leg is not going to change. It's going to stay bent. This leg is going to stay straight. Lift. Lower. Now, I'm not shifting my upper body. It's like a statue. Now, I'm going to drive my arms out, pull the elbows back. Make sure you're using your core as well to lift that leg. Can you give me 8 more? Of course you can. 8. Good. 7, 6, 5. With control. 4, 3, 2. Now hold it out there. Turn that knee away. It's bent. Hit that inner thigh. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Let's tap it out. Whew. All right. Looking good. So guess what? You're halfway there. Second half is going to be on the mat mostly. All right, so I take that squat position. I bend both knees. This leg is going to stay still. It's going to stay bent. The opposite leg is going to reach out. I turn my kneecap slightly out. I rest my elbows here. I get my leg moving first. So I don't want this. I want that. Okay? Here we go. Lift. Belly, hip, thigh. This leg feels like it's working more than this leg. Why? It's stabilizing your body. It's holding you there. We'll add those arms. Don't forget to breathe. I drive my elbows back. My thumbs go by my armpits. And I push out. And that belly presses in deeper. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5. Here's 4. Good. 3, 2 more, 2 more. Now hold this out. I soften that knee more. And I pulse. If you want, you can clasp those hands together. That's fine. Or you can just hold them here. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You did it. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Okay. Check in with that body. Grab your water. So we're going to use these weights again. I'm going to try and keep it so I don't have to waste my time getting up to grab them. So I'm going to put them on the sides of my mat, but they're off my mat. I'm also going to add my play ball in on this one, okay? All right. So I'm going to come down onto my hands and knees. I'm going to take my weight, and I'm going to put it behind my right knee. The ball is under my left hand, okay? So I want you to square off everything. So my knees should be in line with my hips. My hips should be in a straight line. My shoulders should be over my wrists. The crown of my head should be long. So if I can see my legs, that's not right. All right, so I'm going to start this arm in. And I'm going to lift the leg as my arm extends out. Up, 2, draw it in. The focus on the up with the lower body is my glute. Lowering it back down is my core. Up. Now make it more exaggerated, driving that knee in a little more and rounding a little more. Roll that ball out, drive it in. Roll it out, drive it in. Now I'm going to pulse up, up, 7, 2, 3, in. 6, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. Here's a 4, 2, 3. Can you feel the butt squeezing? And now the belly, a little bit of back with that ball drawing in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now little tiny pulses. The elbows pulsing in, the knees pulsing in. I go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Whoo! All right, switch to the other side. The weight goes behind the left. The ball is underneath the right. My right elbow is bent. Now make sure your form is spot on. Here we go. We're going to go away from the center for 2. Draw it in. So I'm not exaggerating the in yet. Drive it in. Now if you can, we're going to round the spine a little more and feel those abdominals kick in a little more. Inhale. Exhale. Out for 2. In for 2. Out. In. I need you to feel these muscles. Here's the glutes. Here's that core and back. I want you to pulse that leg for 3. The ball stays still. And now I drive it in. 1, 2, 3. Here's 7 more. Halfway there with this one. 4 more. Watch that hip doesn't pike up. Keep it in line with the other hip. Now I stay in, around. Now I pulse it in. I go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Take that ball between your knees. I'm going to sit back on my heels, reach my arms behind me, and make cups with my hands to release my wrists. All right, so I'm going to sit back on my heels. Now, I know some of you, that's a challenge because of our knees. So another option you have is put the ball back here, and now there's not as much flexion on my knees. If that's still not cool for you, come up, stand up, figure out what's going to work for you. Make sense? Okay, so I'm going to grab my weights, one in each hand. All right, so the goal here is to work our quads and our core. I don't want you coming up with this big arch in your back. So I'm going to send my tail towards my heels. And I'm going to come up, and I'm going to keep my butt over my heels. See that? Okay. Up, down, up. So if I keep my butt over my heels, I can't come all the way here, right? Because here's my butt, and there's my heels. So it's tiny. And I want you to scoop. Yeah. So my arm's going to reach out like a tray, come back down. I scoop. So it's not just about the legs. I feel that belly. Woo! Now you could also do these just staying up and just doing the arms with us. Okay? So I'm going to hold it up. I'm going to go up, open, center, release. Tuck. That's it. That's what you want to feel. That. Yeah. No flinging. How are we doing with these? 4 more. You can just do the arms. You don't have to do the legs. 2 more. 2 more. 1 more. Woo! Good. Now, tuck. Pull those elbows back. Out. In. Out. In. I'm trying to have my elbows parallel to the floor. I'm pulling that navel in like crazy to support my back. I'm going to squeeze a little tighter into that ball. Engage those inner thighs. I go 4 more like this. 3, 2. Now hold it back. Flip your palms up and take it to a double time pulse. Keep that ball tight. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Get them away from those ears. And I'm rounding my spine a little bit. Yeah. Push, push, push. Can you give me 8 more? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's do some more triceps while we're on them. All right, so I'm going to keep the ball between my knees. And I take my hips to where they are in a modified plank position. So this is not going to work my core. This will. My hands are closer, so they're not as wide as my shoulders. They're slightly closer. I'm going to lower for 2 and lift for 2. That ball is staying tight. I feel like my head goes forward more as I'm lowering my chest towards that mat. Your elbows need to touch towards that rib cage. Now, if this doesn't feel good to you, you can do a wide grip push-up. That's working your chest, a little bit of triceps. Or you can do more kickbacks, whatever works for you. We got 4 more. Inhale down. Exhale up. Last one. And I stretch back. And I release those shoulders. I'm going to flip my palms up. It's another way I can stretch my wrists. Good. Okay, take that ball behind your left leg. Anything I do with my hands on the mat like this, you can do here. And guess what? You can even do these standing up with your hands against the wall and the same leg movement we're doing, okay? All right, so squeezing the shoulder blades. I call this a Jane Fonda. Fire hydrants. You got it. Working through the outer thigh, outer hip. Of course, that oblique is kicking in. That serratus anterior is kicking in to help support my shoulder girdle. Make sure you're not looking down at those legs. Every once in a while, though, I want you to check and make sure the knee and the hip are in a straight line. I'm going to go tempo. I won't go as big. 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, if this is bothering your wrists, go to your forearms, or you can roll up the edge of your mat and elevate your heels on there for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now come, if it's my left leg, come onto your right forearm. Look at this knee. Got it? And I'm going to go forward and back. It's tiny. It's tiny. Good. We're dusting a shelf with that inner thigh. So I'm trying to keep that knee in the same plane as my hip. 8 more. 7, 6. You got it. 5. Come on, come on. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that knee. Stay where you are. Take the ball away. So it doesn't roll down the terrace, I'm going to hold it in that hand. I'm going to take my leg back out like that fire hydrant and then reach it diagonally behind me. Got it? I'm going to lower, lift, lower, lift. How's that feel? Down and up. If you need a modification, I'll see it. I'll give it to you. I go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We're not done. Unfortunately, we're going to pulse it here. Just for 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Put that ball between the thighs. Stretch back. Release those wrists. Woo! How'd that go, ladies? Did you feel anything in that butt, in that hip? Yeah. All right, so if our wrists are getting cranky, choose something else other than the hands being on your mat, okay? Let's take that ball behind the right knee. And we start with our fire hydrant Jane Fondas. Are we ready? We go slow. We open it. We close it. So make sure my stabilizing leg is straight up and down. Out for 2. In for 2. Out. In. Out. I'm going to pick up my pace. Crown of the head is long. 7. I feel it. Here we go. 8 more. 8, 7, 6. Come on. 5. Woohoo. 4, 3, 2. Now I come on to that left forearm. My knee opens up. Right, my hip opens up, I should say. So I'm going to go forward and a back. I'm dusting off my shelf. Don't collapse on your bottom shoulder. Press that shoulder to that rib cage and fire that serratus muscle. All right, lower that knee. Put that ball in that bottom hand so it doesn't roll away. Take that knee back where it was and press it diagonal. All right, I'm looking at those toes, and I'm going to drop it down, up. Control that movement, please. The diagonal track. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4. I feel my glute. Do you? No? Pulse it. They're speechless. 2, 3. Just give me 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoo! Ball between those thighs. And we'll stretch it back. Release those wrists. That was a lot of fun. Wouldn't you say? Absolutely. Okay. Here we go. Abs. Oh, what we've all been waiting for. Wonderful abs. Okay, I'm going to take that ball, press into it. I'm going to grab onto my weights. I'm always going to give you different variations, building blocks, so you do what you can. Now, I will say, if you go all the way down on your mat and you can't come back up without jerking the body or rolling to your side, you got 2 choices. Don't go all the way back, or you got to shove that ball here. If I put it here, it's going to roll away, right? Then I do the same movement. I come back as far as I can into my ball. When I come up, I don't leave that ball. But I'm still working those abdominal muscles, and I'm still getting something out of the exercise. Okay, your break is now over. Reach those arms long, shoulders connected. Press into that ball right now. Make it tight. And we lower it down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Yep. So think about when you first lift up your head, the lower back should be down onto that mat. So we have something to lift off of. Otherwise, how in the world would we come up? Keep that ball tight, especially on the way down. We never drag our head because that puts a lot of strain to our neck. So when we're coming back up, we draw that shin to our chest, and I'm going to hold it right here. Flip those palms. I'm going to come down, up. So I'm back in this diagonal, so I feel my abdominals. If that's not cool for you, put the ball behind you or sit up taller and work the upper body. Good. Now I'm going to add an alternating kick. My legs go up, my arms are going out. More front of the shoulder here. 8, 7, come on. 6, 5, 4, good. 3, 2, and 1. Press those arms back out. Turn the palms down, and we're going to lower. Good. Now this time, I'm going to draw my knees to my chest. My arms will meet down towards the mat. And now you turn. So I'm going to get you moving, and then I'm going to cue what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that chin towards the chest. Don't strain the neck lifting. When you draw the knees in, the back is nice and heavy. Keep it that way when you tap just your toes. Now you don't have to ever lift your head. So right here, I'm still working. Don't forget to breathe. Now hold this one in. Turn those palms in. I'm going to press out as my arms go out like a snow angel. Now if this is straining to your back, you have a couple options. Don't do the legs is one option. Or take the legs straight up. If this hurts the shoulder girdle, do a different arm movement that you would choose. Inhale out, exhale in. Out for 2. 4 more. Squeeze a ball. 3 more. And squeeze. 2 more. And squeeze. 1 more. Weights on the shins and place the head down on the mat. If you feel strain to your head, shake it no. Okay, so take the weights down to your side. I'm going to grab onto my ball. And the ball is going to be in my left hand. Okay? My right hand is going to be on my mat. I'm going to nod my chin to my chest. I'm going to bring that right knee in. I'm going to pass it to my other hand underneath that thigh. Now I bring that other knee and I pass it. So I'm going around the outside through the center. Make sense? You can keep your head down, but if your head is lifted, I want you shoulders off the mat, eyes to the belly. Draw it in, pass it. Draw it in, pass it around. Now I'm going to try and pick it up. I might lose my ball. 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. Drive that knee in as the other leg goes long. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Arms up. Put the ball into your right hand and let the right arm go out to the side. Left goes out to the side, but just the right has the ball. Bring it back up. And then switch. Open with the left hand with the ball and bring it back up. My right hand has it. I bring it back up. My left. Bring it back up. My right. Bring it back up. 1 more. Good. Rock yourself up. All right, turn to face me. We're going to place that ball right at the very base of the rib cage. Okay? So my bottom knee is going to stay on the mat bent. My top leg is going to go straight. The hand that's propping me up is actually going to go onto the floor in front of me. And this other hand goes behind my head. And I got a nice, big, long stretch here. Now I'm going to lift up for 2, right to here, and then stretch over the ball. Now when you're going over the ball, try to feel like you're trying to stay away from the ball and not going dead weight on that ball. When you come up, it's an exhale, and you're squeezing not just the oblique, but the glute. Feels good. Now I'm going to do another version of this. I'm going to add lifting my leg and taking my arm out. Now that's a little bit harder. You don't have to do that. If it hurts the hip or the back, should you do it? No. We exhale up. Inhale down. Good. Give me 4 more. 4. Take your time. It's 2 counts in each direction. 2 more. I'm feeling it. Now I'm going to hold this one up. Hold it here. Now pulse that leg. Now pushing off this bottom arm. I feel pretty comfortable here in this part. Now this part here is another story. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and I stretch. Love it. All right, stack your knees. Prop yourself up. How are we doing on time? All right, knees are stacked. Hand to the hip. I'm going to lift up. Grab that ball. Bring it up. I'm going to lower everything down. Bring everything up. I lower down. I lift it up. Now, it's really important that the shoulder is in line with that elbow. And I'm pushing off that arm to keep this connected. That's so important. You got it. Now, hold this one up. My top leg is going to open, close, while this oblique is holding me up. If this is too hard, shove that ball there. 3, good, 2, and 1, and we bring it down. All right, swing those legs around. Woo! So close to stretching. Where did time go? All right, so I got that ball at the bottom of our rib cage. I have my bottom knee bent. Top leg is straight. Make sure your hips are stacked. The arm that's holding you up, reach it for me. Hand goes behind the head. Oh, feel that stretch. And here we go. Up for 2, down for 2. Exhale. Shh. Shh. Squeeze that oblique and stretch. Reach it long. Shh. Woo! Love the obliques just like we love those shoulders. Keep that neck in line with your spine. Big stretch, big stretch. I'm going to add that leg. That's it. I exhale. I inhale. 4 more here. You don't have to lift the leg. 2 more. Now hold this one up. I pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch it. Stack those knees. Lift yourself up. All right. Ball to the bottom of our rib cage. We're going to lift up those hips. Grab onto your ball. Shoulder over elbow. Bottom rib cage is lifted. We're going to go down for 2 and up. Now that bottom shoulder's got to connect to that rib cage. You know that. Down, straight up. Come down, everything comes down. Everything comes up. Down for 2, lift for 2. Down for 2, lift for 2. Down, up. 1 more. Now hold this one up, and that top leg is going to open and close 8 times. 7, what are you doing with that bottom rib cage? Keep it lifted. Woo! 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1. Woo! Lay on that stomach. Okay. So I'm going to make that pillow. Make a pillow with your hands, right? Belly's pulling in. All right. Now, glue your forehead to those hands. Keep your feet anchored. I'm going to lift up and then down. I inhale up. I exhale down. This is for that lower back. Yes, make sure you squeeze that booty coming up. And those shoulders should be relaxed. And I anchor my feet. I come up for 2. Glue that forehead to your top hand. Up. Pull that belly button away from that mat. Two more. You got this. 1 more. And stretch it back. Scoop that belly and round that back. I'm going to take my knees as wide as my mat. I'm going to sit back. It's going to open up my hips a little more. Feel that nice stretch. Breathe for me. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the lips. And we inhale through the nose. And we exhale. Come into a quadruped position onto your hands and knees. Then I'm going to take that ball underneath the hand closest to my screen. My elbow is bent. My palm faces me. And I'm going to thread that needle through. I'm going to follow it. And then bring it up and grab onto it and rotate. Back onto the mat. I roll it through. And 1 more. Follow it. Feel that twist in the spine. And I feel a twist here. Other hand. Take it out. Grab onto it and lift it up. Bring it up. Good. Then sit back onto your seat. All right, so if you can't sit cross-legged, pick what works for you, but sit tall, okay? I want you to take that ball in the hand that's closest to your screen. I'm going to bring the opposite arm up. I'm going to stretch it over. Anchor the hip you are stretching away from. And then bring it back up. And again, I go tall, and then I do a side stretch. Now rotate towards that ball, 2 hands. Bring that ball towards you, stack your spine, and then roll it back out. Roll it towards you, roll it out. Take that hand off the ball, and retrace your steps. Bring that ball to the other hand, grow tall, and the other side has the ball. And I roll it out, and I come back up. I inhale over. I exhale up. Now this time I inhale over. Exhale, twist towards that ball. 2 hands are on it. Keep the arms straight. And I zip up on an inhale. I push it back out on an exhale. I pull it in on an inhale. Exhale, retrace your steps. Hand comes off the ball. Bring yourself up. 2 hands have that ball. Round those hands back down to the mat. Roll it out. And as I roll it, I lengthen my spine longer. Good. Bring it back in. I'm going to take the leg closest to my screen out. Bring those arms up and rotate that torso to that leg. And I'm going to reach forward like I'm giving somebody a kiss. And I can lower my head down. Press the back of your knee towards the mat. And then bring those arms back up. And then come onto the opposite forearm and bring that foot behind you for a quad stretch. I'm pushing my foot into my hand, and my knee, my hip are in a straight line. Then this leg that's behind me, keep it bent, but bring it to the front. And the other leg comes out into a half straddle. And I reach my ball up to the sky. I turn my torso to that leg, and I hinge forward like I'm going to give somebody a kiss. And then I round forward. I'm pushing the back of my knee down towards the mat. Keep that belly scooping in. And I bring those arms back up. Come into a full straddle. I'm going to reach forward again as far as I can go. Then the ball comes down. I'm going to roll it out. Keep the back of the knees pressing against the mat. Yep. And pull it all the way back up. Now I'm going to get rid of my ball so it doesn't roll away. I'm going to straddle it with my weights. Come into a quadruped position again. And this time I'm going to press back into a down dog. And I want your heels to push down to the mat as close as they can. If they're not too close yet and they're way up here, walk your hands a couple steps closer to your toes. So I'm going to lift one heel up. The opposite heel is going to drive through the mat. And then I switch and I hold. And I shouldn't have undue strain to my shoulders or my wrists. The weight is back off of them. I'm just going to pick up my pace, 1 up, 1 down for 3 more, and 2 more, and 1 more, and 2 feet down now. Walk your hands to your feet. Use your core. Keep your hands on the mat. Keep the legs straight. Now just have your fingertips on the mat. I drew my belly in deeper to do that. Now pull that navel in a little bit deeper and dangle those arms like a rag doll. But I got to be supporting my spine from my core. Now as I start to come up, I pull that navel in deeper. And my sits bones are pressing down towards my heels. That protects my lower back. Face forward, feet nice and wide. We're going to bend those knees into a plie. I'm going to reach those arms up on an inhale and exhale down. And inhale up and exhale down. 2 more, please. Breathe into the nose, out the lips. And last one. And we just lower those arms down. And you have made it! Woo! I hope you got your sweat on today.